Good morning, beloved ones. Dr. CeeJay Adams, Dr. Goddess on Love and Life, coming again from Houston, Texas, and literally just out of bed. This morning, I was lying in bed thinking about the value of intimacy. And how do you know you're truly in an intimate relationship with yourself or with another one? And here's what came to me. You know that you can truly be intimate with someone when you can see the beauty in their beast. So I got up, haven't even brushed my hair, washed my face, brushed my teeth. I'm about as beastly as I get. Haven't even had a shower. But I wanted to come be intimate with you and be raw. Because so many of us are looking for relationships that will touch our soul. But we get up every morning, and in order to attract that relationship that will touch our soul, what do? We put on the mask, right? We comb the hair, curl it up nice and pretty, put on the makeup, the mask, put on the lipstick. You guys have seen me in my bright red lipstick. And we find the right clothes. And then we go out and say, will you meet me? See, it's like the lure. It's like the bait we put out there. It's the beauty that covers the beast. But within each of us, there is this roaring, ugly, hideous, horrible beast. At least that's the way we see it. And I have a temper that my children have seen and a few of my intimate loved ones have seen. And I guarantee that when I'm in my temper tantrum baby stage, I don't look like the gorgeous goddess of love and life. You know, I cry like, put on a Hallmark commercial and I'm crying, and makeup runs down my face, and I'm almost always have mascara streaks on my face after a movie. Hideous, right? Some of us are diseased, right? We have illnesses that make us feel hideous to the world. Some of us have mental things going on that make us feel hideous to the world. We don't want to be touched on the inside, maybe on the outside. You can't see some of the damage on the inside, so you can touch me outside, but you can't be inside. So I have 3 little things for you to consider today. What is so hideous? Number 1, what is so hideous inside of you that you can't love? What is so hideous inside of you? I'll tell you one of the things inside of me. I am a witch with a capital B at times. And for the longest time, I did not want to admit that. I did not want to admit my selfishness. I did not want to admit my controlling behavior. I did not want to admit that there were times I just didn't listen. And yet the reality is that's part of who I am. And when I learned to embrace that beast in me, when I learned to embrace the bitch, I found she was a power tool. Because when you use that power in the hands of love, the beast becomes the beauty. The beast becomes a treasure, a jewel. It's when we run from those things we think are unlovable within us that they become monstrous and hideous, right? So what's inside of you that you still find hideous? 2, why do you choose not to believe that you are 100% perfection? Why do you choose not to believe that you are 100% love? Because you choose it. There's a story somewhere along the way that has taught you that beauty is better than the beast, right? It's the Disneyland story, Beauty and the Beast. Well, it's because love came to the beast that the beast was transformed to this beautiful, handsome, masculine prince. I like the movie Shrek. You know why I like the movie Shrek? Because instead of turning back to this handsome prince when Fiona fell in love with him, Shrek stayed an ogre, a green, ugly monster that we all love. See, there's the reality. We all love the monster when love touches it. I have friends that are badass. They drive me wild with the randomness of their lives and the things that they say that I think, oh my God, shouldn't say that in polite society. Well, screw polite society. If it's keeping you from being authentic, screw it. I know I'm a counselor, and I'm saying it. Screw polite society if it's keeping you from being authentic. Right? What's the story that you're believing that says that that beast can't live fully and vibrantly? And third, is the freedom of your soul worth the risk of others seeing your beast? So here you're seeing me totally straight out of bed raw, but this is not the worst. Boy, my kids can tell you I have been worse. I have looked pretty ragged. And the reality is my kids know me intimately. My loved ones, my lovers, they know me intimately, right? So they've seen the beast side of me, and they still love me. Here's the funny part. The more love my beast receives, the more exposure my beast receives, the more beautiful my beast receives. Several years ago, I was given the opportunity to oversee a Facebook group for women who had really been beaten and abused by the word slut. And that certainly has come up in my life, and it's come up in the lives of my loved ones along the way. And that's a beast that we often put in the closet. We wouldn't want anyone to know that we're not the purest of driven snow, the most beautiful of all things. Well, here's what I came up with. I love to turn words into acronyms so that they mean something to me. So SLUT, someone living uninhibited truth. You can't live uninhibited truth and keep your beast in the closet. So, my beloved ones today, bring your beast out. Believe it or not, the power of spirit is in that beast. I have a dear friend that when he and I connect and go to these levels of awareness that are off this dimensional planet, we lose all awareness of right and wrong in the senses of what we can and cannot do. And suddenly we become beastly aware of all of everything, of all of life. And our awareness of the divine, of our awareness that life is both black and white and the whole rainbow in between, expands exponentially. So bring on your beast today. What is that beast? Don't hide from it. Explore it. Explore it. And if you want to get intimate with someone, if you truly want to get intimate with someone, let that someone know that you have a beast inside that's lonely, that's hurting, that feels unlovable. And let that part be loved. You feel hideous? Baby, let me tell you, your hideous parts are your beauty. It's the beauty in the beast, not the beauty and the beast. They're not separate. The beast in you is part of your beauty. All right, celebrate your magnificence today. Get out there and really roar with the animal within. And above all, remember we're one. I see you, I hear you, and I love you. Ciao.